And I feel weird, Tony, because I literally see 100 cameras up there. So I'm like, this is awkward. Because it's like I got to try to defend myself a little, I guess, because there's all these people. But it's...
Before getting into the details of William Montgomery's recent appearance on Kill Tony number 745, it's important to be clear. I do not support harassment, bullying, hate speech, or personal attacks toward comedians, audience members, or anyone else mentioned. This is simply an impartial summary of what was discussed on the show, not an endorsement of any language or viewpoints expressed, and no one should weaponize this information to target or shame others. Montgomery joined the episode to reflect on the viral stand-up disaster he experienced at a small Austin festival a few weeks earlier, an event he described as both the most exciting and scariest set he's had in years. He acknowledged that even within the first 30 seconds, he knew the night was headed in the wrong direction. Things escalated quickly when, within the first 2 minutes, a random audience member climbed onto the stage, stood next to him, and asked for the microphone.
Again, I gotta tell you, William, I think we should just jump right into it, right? You went a little viral this week. I think everybody saw it. It's like a big deal. You want to talk about it, William?
Tony, it was I'm just going to use the word exciting. It was the most exciting show I've done in years. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I get up, I did this, little festival here in Austin, and I'm doing 25 minutes, and within the first 2 minutes, some random person joins me on stage. He gets right beside me. Thank God he didn't have a gun or a knife, or he would have killed me. He was standing right beside me, and he asked for the microphone, and I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. So I do the microphone over to him, and he's like, "You're garbage. This is garbage." So that set a really good tone for the other 23 minutes I had to do after that fucking guy. I'm literally, this hasn't happened. And towards the end of it, thank God, I was able to just kind of relax and try to appreciate everything. But it was a whole bunch of kill yourself, get off the fucking stage, where are the tomatoes? That's one that hurt me the most. Some idiot kept on yelling, where are the tomatoes? But I had to power through because I'm like, oh my God, I have to get paid. I have to do the time. So it was, so I had to do it, but it was scary. But in the first 30 seconds, I could tell it wasn't going to go great. And then the guy joins me on stage. And I didn't know who Morgan J was, but I learned a couple things this weekend. I really did. And one of the things is just see who the headliner person is. And it was a guy named Morgan J, and I never met the guy before. He was very nice. He came up to me and he said hello. But I guess his whole thing is he does the auto-tune microphone and does crowd work the whole time.
He goes out into the crowd.
So it's a little different than the comedy that I do.
Yes.
Montgomery said his main relief in the moment was simply that the person didn't have a weapon. The atmosphere only became more hostile. Hecklers shouted things like, yourself, get off the stage, and the more creatively painful, where are the tomatoes? A comment Montgomery said hurt me the most. He pushed forward with material such as his Paul Walker, Paul Crasher joke, which received an immediate wave of boos, and another bit about taking weed Viagra, which landed with complete silence. He noted that 100 cameras were aimed at him the entire time, making him feel cornered, documented, and pressured to fight through the remainder of his set. Nonetheless, he tried to settle into the moment toward the end and simply appreciate everything, even if the set remained rough.
It could have been worse. You could have had an a cappella band tell you they did shit.
Yeah, if the whole audience...
Hold on, I don't get it, dumbass! No, I'm kidding. I know, that would have been bad. That would have been bad.
That would have been bad.
And let's be clear here that your comedy style doesn't go that bad ever. Never. It's impossible because you generally headline your own shows. People come out to see you. And sometimes you're on some of my shows in which everybody knows you. And for this festival, you were paid a very handsome amount of money to do a gig that you normally wouldn't do because you normally, let's just be honest here, you normally don't perform in your hometown very often. You work...
Not very often.
You love making vast sums of money for your art.
Stop saying that. No.
I mean, but you do.
I mean, this year, tickets aren't selling as good this year, Tony.
Well, yeah, because you're... Yeah, okay. Yep. Okay. Let me just plow through what I'm saying here for a second. Oh, no, you go ahead, James.
I was going to say, I think after that video, tickets might turn around. I think, honestly, that was a big viral thing, and people are going to want to do that again. And that's quite scary, but financially, it will. That's good.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
you seem to love it.
Without a doubt. We all love it. The Kill Tony fans love it because the jokes are rock solid. But
I do my Paul Walker, Paul Crasher joke, and it is an uproarious boo. Just this barrage of boos. So they love Paul Walker. I guess the Morgan J fans love Paul Walker. I had no idea. See, if I knew that, I wouldn't have done that joke. And there were other jokes, too, that I wouldn't have done.
Montgomery contrasted his difficulties with the show's headliner, Morgan J, whose comedic style revolves around auto-tune crowd work and an upbeat, interactive performance. Montgomery acknowledged that Jay's fan base is very, very clean, a sharp contrast to his own darker, more absurdist humor. In his conversation with Tony Hinchcliffe, Montgomery seemed to accept that the negative reaction stemmed primarily from a deep stylistic mismatch. He acknowledged that jokes that usually destroy here, meaning at their usual venue, simply collapsed in front of a crowd expecting a completely different comedic experience.
And I feel weird, Tony, because I literally see 100 cameras up there, so I'm like, this is awkward. Because it's like I got to try to defend myself a little, I guess, because there's all these people, but it's all these idiots filming, and it's, I don't know.
Right.
It was all, so I just powered through it.
But it's just a different type
telling the jokes.
A different type of audience. It happens.
Was. Yes, and it was scary. It scared me a little.
There's people that if I was in that spot, it would have been the same thing. Like there's certain audiences that literally perhaps have never seen a real comedy show before. They see someone that's famous on Instagram, they go and they just want to see them sing auto-tune crowd work. You know what I mean? And you're up there doing actual jokes. I bet you went out there, I bet you didn't see a single Korn t-shirt or an Ozzy Osbourne t-shirt, right? Like you do out here. It's a little bit different of a crowd.
Correct, yes.
We're
totally in agreement on that. Right. After the set, normally if it was when I was drinking and doing cocaine, I would have gotten all fucked up, but I just ate a large Papa John's stuffed crust pizza. So I'm doing better.
Wow. What did you have on your Papa John's large stuffed crust?
Just a little sausage, Tony!
Wow. What else? What else was on the pizza?
It was just sausage.
Oh, well, you did it again, William Montgomery.
Hinchcliffe noted that sometimes these disastrous sets end up strengthening a comic's visibility because people become curious and want to see what all the fuss was about. Montgomery admitted that in the past, a night like this would have led him to cope with alcohol or cocaine, but this time he simply went home and ate a large stuffed crust pizza, saying it was a sign that he's doing better. The episode highlighted how quickly live performances can spin into viral cautionary tales in the age of constant recording, and how badly a mismatch between performer and audience can sabotage even seasoned comics. Montgomery's willingness to discuss the ordeal openly suggests he's trying to take the blow in stride, even as the internet continues to dissect what went wrong.